Thanks for that beautiful presentation, sir.
Well, like Arnold said, my name is Edgar Palacios, and I've been fortunate to find this world of raw food and everything that Arnold has taught me in the past year. So I say fortunate because it really changed my life in a very positive way. And I just want to share with you what my experience is, what I learned, and some of the challenges that I found that you probably will face at some point. And hopefully from today you get a little bit of motivation, empowerment, and inspiration to continue your journey. And then at the end, if you have some questions or anything like that, we can talk. So I'll start with what happened first, which in March 2012, we went on a trip to Panama with my family. And when I came back, we started looking at the pictures like 2-3 weeks later, and this is one of the pictures that I saw at that time, and I knew I was a little heavy, but I never saw myself as heavy as I saw until I saw this picture here, which really it was like a shock to me because when you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't really see sometimes how heavy you are, if you are heavy. But if it happened to me, I didn't realize until later, until I saw that picture that really I let myself go. I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't feel like it was a terrible thing. I didn't hate myself for it. None of those things. But I saw a different perspective of myself. So I'll just, if you want to pass it around so you can see. So I was 240 pounds at that time.
Which one is you?
You're right, you're right.
I love it.
That's a good point, yeah. That's my son right next to me. So I was 240 pounds, and then it's funny because a couple of weeks later I went to the doctor and he said, well, you're going to have to take blood pressure medicine for the rest of your life because, I mean, you're going to be 40 years old in a couple of days, and that's what's going to happen. So that really did it. I mean, after I saw that picture a couple of weeks earlier, then I heard that from the doctor, that really changed everything for me. We had a baby that year in 2012, and I really wanted to be healthy for the baby, for myself. I really wanted to change my life. So later we're going to talk about specific goals and what is it that you want to accomplish, and how to, the more specific you are, the better, because that's going to help in your journey. So when I realized what was happening, I said, okay, I need to change my life. I need to start eating healthy. I need to exercise again. I used to exercise a lot, but not for several years I didn't. And I said, I need to do something about it. So I started, you know, eating a little bit of fruit here and there, and not eating as much meat anymore, and just small changes. And I stumbled upon a book. It's called Finding Ultra, where a guy, his name is Rich Roll. He's a vegan triathlete, and he was an alcoholic. He had some issues in his life, and he decided to make a change when he hit 40, which resonated with me because that March 2012, I was 39 years old, so I was about to be 40 at that time. And what he did is he changed his diet to a plant-based diet. So I read the whole book in like a few hours. I mean, it was like one night I read the whole book. Because I was so into it, his story resonated so much with me, the way he overcame all those things. And then he ran an Ultraman, which is 2 Ironmans in 2 days, in a matter of 10 months. So that was amazing to me. And I always wanted to do an Ironman. I don't know why, I always had that dream. That seemed so impossible that I always had that desire to do one. So I said, you know what, this is it. If this guy can do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something that I wanted to do that I thought it was impossible. So I registered for an Ironman. And
at 240 pounds?
At 240 pounds, I registered that week. because I know myself. I know if I don't register, I don't put it in paper, I don't commit to it, then it's not going to happen. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it because that's going to be my motivation to do this, plus the other things that were going on in my life. So I registered and I started eating healthier. I hired a coach. She was a nutritionist also. And basically what she said, okay, here is your diet and go ahead and eat. And the diet was not raw, none of that. But after I saw that with Rich, I read the book, I wanted to do plant-based. So I completely eliminated meat and all those things. And I went plant-based, and that, I started to notice the change immediately. I lost something like, initially it was like 20 pounds in a few months. So that was quick, and I was very happy with that. But I knew there was a lot more to come. I mean, I wanted to lose some more weight, and I didn't feel completely healthy at that point. I was still taking the blood pressure medicine. So I did the plant-based for a while, and then I met this gentleman here by accident, really. My mother-in-law came here one day, and she went home and she said, hey, do you know there's a vegetarian place in Lansdale? And I said, no, I didn't know that. So I came that same day I came, and I met Arnold, and I met the people here, and I asked a few questions, he answered, and then I just started coming more and more every week, a couple of days here and there, talking some more. And then the more I found out, I came here and I just picked up books and started reading and bought a couple of books, went home, read them, and I just started switching things a little more and more to, I will say it was probably 50-50 at the very beginning, 50% raw, 50% plant-based. So that the weight loss continued, and the improvement in terms of the health and how I felt was incredible. I just started feeling much better, and then I lost another 20 pounds, and then I hit 200 pounds, and I kind of plateaued for a while, and I didn't know what. So I started, finally hit me that maybe I needed to just continue increasing the percentage of the raw foods and see how that worked. And around that time, Arnold gave me the opportunity to volunteer here, because I was getting to the point where I didn't know what to do at home. And I'm staying home with my kids, and I'm the one preparing foods at home, and I didn't know what to do at that point. So I came here, I learned a lot in a few months, a couple of months, working every day and helping, and met the people, I kind of saw and heard what Arnold told people when they came here and how he approached the whole coaching thing, and I really like that. I really enjoy the coaching portion of what he did. So finally, that barrier was removed. I continued to lose weight and feel better and better. My training continued. I mean, I was training really hard, long hours, biking, riding, swimming, running. So I felt much better. My performance started to hit points. I mean, I was running miles faster than when I was 16, 17 years old. So that to me was incredible. And finally, I mean, up to this point, it continued. I feel much better. It's been over a year now. I completed the Ironman in July 2013 in 14 hours, 59 minutes, which it was it was a lake class in New York. It was a very hilly course, so it was very high up. So it was a tough course to do as a first time. In 14 hours and 59 minutes is not a bad time to do it. So I enjoyed the experience. Today I'm 160 pounds. I feel much better. I'm lighter than when I was in middle school. So it's and just the energy, the vitality. It just permeated into many areas of my life, so much that now I'm an industrial engineer, and I was an operations manager for many years. Now I'm switching to coaching and helping people in this journey of improving their health and doing things with them. So the secret is very simple: eat more fruits and vegetables. That's it. Other than that, you find challenges. You find many things that you're going to face. And those I like to talk about those things, because anybody can give you a